Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Mark, Matthew, Luke, John. Do any of these names sound familiar to you? These names are chapters in a book that my creed is based on. That book is the Holy Bible. Throughout my life, I have been a devout Christian, and this is how I want my life lived. I base everything on how I live my life simply based on this book. Out of how big this book is, there's one Bible verse that immediately comes to mind that reminds me on what my faith is based on, my creed is based on. And that Bible verse is John 3:16, and I'd like to read that to you. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. And just on that Bible verse alone is how I want people to remember me. I always go by the rule of treat people how you want to be treated. I always feel that there's a certain character in life that I should live as a Christian. I know in Matthew 7:20 it states that God will know his people by the fruit that they produce, whether it is good or bad. Hopefully you have the good fruit, which is the fruit of the Spirit, which is in Galatians 5:22, which it says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. So that's how I try to live my life, based on these fruits of the Spirit, because I want to be a good example for Christ. And I also want other people to follow Christ by just simply seeing how I live my life, not by trying to push Christianity down their throat, but I just want them to actually look at my life and see how I live and want to follow what I follow, or want to know more about Christianity. But I want to leave you with my favorite chapter that's been helping me, especially these last few weeks, which is very short. It's Luke 1:37. And it says, for with God nothing shall be impossible. And I take that to heart, because especially with things with school and everything, and there's many times that I doubt, but I just know that God is there for me, and there's nothing that I cannot take on. For with him, nothing is impossible. Thank you.